Is anyone here yet? Okay. Might as well do some shots. Shimmy, shimmy, oh, shimmy, yay. Doesn't seem like anyone's here yet. Okay, we'll wait for folks. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Hello. Anyone? Oh, what's up, Mr. Mitchell? Yeah, Roland. Roland, you're the only one here. And this was suggested. Roland, by the way, I saw you do it. That was awesome, man. And yeah, let's wait for some guys to come here first. I think Mike already knows I'm live. And before it starts to rain, it's pretty humid, but you know what happens when it smells like, yeah, when it smells like rain. It kind of smells like rain right now. So yeah, it's been a pretty brutal summer. I got my 3 frames ready. I'm actually just practice shooting one here. So I got a 35 up there, which I set up, which I made myself. It's made out of leather, and I just painted it. And here's my little 40. Can't see very well with my glasses, especially from this distance. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Okay, let's try a few shots. Yeah. Not very. How's it going, Roland? What frames am I using? I'll surprise you as they go. Pretty old school. Yeah, pretty old school. Some really affordable ones. Let me see. There's one that I made. Of course, besides, what do you call this? Besides shooting 3 frames, I also made sure it was 3 different manufacturers or 3 different makers. So yeah, but they're pretty interesting. And just to make it interesting, these are some of the frames I haven't really shot in a while, and they're different widths. So I got one which is 90. So this is the one I usually shoot. I know it's a very, because I like affordable slingshots. Oh, hi, Mikey. Glad you could make it. I was just describing to Roland, this is the one I usually shoot, you know, very same setup each and every single time. But it's not what I'm going to be shooting today. Let's see. This is an 86, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Wasp Stinger. I like really affordable slingshots, okay, so I have quite a number of these. And let's see. We got to take 10 shots. Is everybody at work? Which is great, at least. I mean, you know, it's great that they're at work, but at least, you know, less pressure when I do this. All right, Mikey, let me see on the chats. Can't believe the Wasp range. Yeah, Roland, they are. They're the best bang for your buck. I love them. I really love them. Oh, by the way, I also came into this live with a few stories. All right. Now, while waiting for guys to come in, the Wasp Stinger was actually designed by Dan Ambrosius for Simon Wasp, because Simon Wasp was asking Dan Ambrosius, who at that time was coming up with designs for like really small slingshots, and he came up with so many iterations of this slingshot, and they finally agreed on this design, which is the Wasp Stinger. So 86, very pocketable, and then it even has, I mean, which is supposed to be like a groove. I don't know where this. So you're holding it like this, and I think the pinky is supposed to fit in there, into that groove. But that would be upside down, right? So I think this little bulgy portion is supposed to be where your pinky lands. And others have made modifications, like, you know, to put little magnets here and whatnot, and, you know, to hold their ammo. And this is how I put my lanyard now. So now it just easily fits into my middle finger, which serves as the fulcrum. So at least when you let go, it won't fly away, or it won't fly to your face. It won't smack you in the face. So, who else is here? Just checking out the live chat. Mr. Taylor, how's it going? Sweet. What's up, man? Glad you could make it. Chad Green. The reason why I got a squint is because I can't really see from this distance. I only have the close-up distance and then the far-away distance, but not the medium distance where, you know, you can look at your laptop and whatnot. Okay. Let's see. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Roland. All right. Anyway, every slingshot I'm going to shoot today has some sort of a story. So 3 different manufacturers, 3 different frames, and I'll be taking 10 shots each. All right, so let's do this on, what day is it today? It's a Thursday. Oh, almost the weekend. Can't believe the week just went by so quickly. So, first one, in the state of Kentucky, there's this one gentleman who used to be the East Coast Slingshot champion. If I'm not mistaken, it was back in 2011. Oh, hi, Kevin. How's it going, man? So in 2011, the gentleman named Jim Harris won the East Coast Slingshot tournament, and he is the guy's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he likes racing cars and motorcycles and whatnot, and he's a pretty hardcore guy. So he has this company. It's called Performance Catapults, and this is one of his designs. It is a very, very famous design. It is called the SPS, and it is made out of stabilized wood, and it's got a stainless steel. No, it's not an aluminum core. It's just a stainless steel. It's stainless steel, and it's held together so cleanly. So it's supposed to be a tube shooter, right? But I just bended it up, and look how many ply that stabilized wood is. And if I'm not mistaken, he still makes these, but very rarely. So, and honestly, I got this off a gentleman from Kentucky. And it is because of Jim Harris that there is, what do you call this? There's an ordinance. Is it an ordinance? Or something like that, that you can now hunt small game with a slingshot in the state of Kentucky. And it's all because of Jim Harris. All right, some really interesting stuff there. Okay, also, by the way, this is, if I'm not mistaken, the only slingshot with a patent, because back in those days, nobody knew how to do this little metal core with whatever laminate you had on top. Well, actually nowadays it's pretty common, but I think to use stainless steel, that's pretty hard. This has to be water jet cut, and look at the type of pins that he uses. They're hollow. See, you can see the pink of my lips from that middle core, from that middle pin. So that's the SPS. Yeah, a lot of guys have made their own versions. And welcome to Ethan. Hi, Ethan. So this is glad you could make it, man. This is this is the first slingshot I'm going to shoot today. Just like I told everyone that's on here, Mr. Tennessee Slangin' is the SPS the SPS by Jim Harris. Take 10 shots. Shooting butterfly today. Both misses. 2. 2, 1. 1 hit. 1 hit wonder. Please no. 1, 2. Okay, that was solid. 2, 2. 2, 3. That's a 40 spinner, by the way. 2, 3. 2, 4. 2, 5. 2, 5. 2, 6. Although it just nicked it. 2, 6, but I'll still count it. 2, 6. Gotta go for a solid hit. There you go. 2, 7. And last one for Jim Harris's SPS. 2, 7. Oh, there you go. That was pretty solid. So 2, 8. That was 8 shots out of Jim Harris's SPS. Which shot butterfly. All right. Let's see who else is on the chat. Hi, Chad. Oh, thank you, Mikey. Oh, Mr. Ridge. Good evening, everyone. Wait, what time is it? What time is it? It's about to rain. You guys want to see what it's like? See, it's dark and gloomy here in the state of Washington. Yeah, it's so gloomy. All right. Gotta get this back to its perfect level. All right, okay. Now comes the hard part. Oh, wait, I saw someone. Ridge, yeah, man. Are you a big Kiss fan too? Woo! I did see them at a nearby, like, I think it was a school auditorium, but it wasn't Kiss. It was like a tribute band. So I guess that's the next best thing. So I got 8 out of 10 on the SPS. All right, now here's my next slingshot. Now, back when I was starting slingshots, 2-3 years ago, I came across a video of Jordan Smothers. And I saw a video of Jordan Smothers. I didn't, back in those days, I didn't even know who the hell these guys were on YouTube. All I knew was Zach Fowler, as did everyone. So I saw this guy, how to make a Descender 8 slingshot with house tools. And since I really wasn't so sure if I was going to make any investments or spend any serious money on slingshots, so I decided, hey, that seems like a good thing. Ordered $8 on Amazon, and I came up with my own Descender slingshot, right? Now, what Jordan did was he would put like these rubbery, shrinky things on his slingshot, and he would just make them from his, like, he didn't have a really big shop, and he was just working from I think he was just making them from his living room. Yeah, Jordan Smothers. So I got that idea, ordered a Descender 8 slingshot. Yeah, put like a little lanyard. And there you go. And then I decided to tap some holes and put some tabs. So these are just like the unused pouches of, the simple shot bands that you get for every slingshot for free. Yeah, I decided to drill them out and tap them. So now I can replace the tabs when needed. Now this is around 70 something. So it's kind of like a Fei Hu fork, like what the Chinese shoot. And I'm shooting, I'm shooting, again, butterfly. Oh, thank you, Mikey. These are actually some slingshots that I've never shot. Especially this one. Now I'm thinking twice whether I should shoot it again because I got such a good score, 8 out of 10. Okay, so this one, 75 millimeters, tabs. I think are they like gypsy tabs? If I'm not mistaken. Anyone from the UK? Because I've never really shot anything with tabs. I just decided to make it, and it seemed pretty cool to make one, so I just decided to make one. Okay, let's take 10 shots with these. With this one, the SPS is I think an 86, so this one is 10 millimeters shorter. So this is gonna probably have to change my anchor point if I'm not there. That's how much I'm dealing with to try to compensate. I don't know, it might be hard. So let's see. Even the angle of my body with regard to the targets has to change because I like shooting diagonally, so I think this might require a bit of adjusting. That's one. Yep. One miss. Ooh, 2 misses. It's shooting high. And my band is up to here already. If not, I might smack my glasses. So I think we're going to do it instinctively. Almost. Three misses. Oh, I hit it. It nicked it. So we'll count it. 3-1. Three, 2. Ah, 4-2. 5-2. No. 5-2. It's horrible. To the left. 6-2. I gotta work on this, like 75. 7-2. 8-2. Complete reverse. And imagine that, it's just like a difference of 10 millimeters. Now, Mikey, this is the reason why I haven't pulled the trigger yet on the Imp on Omega Slings, because before buying the Imp, I actually just wanted to see what shooting a 75 millimeter would feel like. So apparently, but because it's so narrow, I think I should have put shorter bands. So if I anchor, even if it's a lot higher, I won't smack my glasses. And that's just because I'm wearing glasses. I mean, if I wasn't wearing glasses, I could go all the way up here with shooting a 75 millimeter. So I think right there is where an 85 would go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Mikey doesn't do well with narrow frames. Although I tried shooting it, if I try to shoot it instinctively, just like yeah, there was this champion from the World Cup, the Chinese guy. I'm sorry, I just can't really. I don't know his name in particular. I don't have it in mind. And he would shoot from the shoulder, like from here, and that was even harder to win the World Cup with shooting instinctively. And he was doing really well with knockdowns. And yeah, well, that's how the Chinese shooters shoot. Because bringing 75 all the way up to your face. No, I don't think it's GZK. It's in one of Mark Seljan's videos that when he covered the World Cup in Italy. So yeah, let's try it again with 75. Yeah, that one's too high. Oh, I'm sorry. This doesn't count, by the way. It's just trying to. So see, still shoots high. Even if I shoot it instinctively, you gotta practice on this one. So that was my second slingshot. Current score is 10. SPS got 8 hits. The Descender 8 slingshot got 2 hits. And still got enough ammo. Oh, okay. Now this one is really cool. And I've tried to research on not too many videos. There aren't too many videos, rather, made about this slingshot. And I did say at the start of the live, oh, thank you, Mikey. I did say at the start of the live that I would be featuring 3 different manufacturers and 3 different slingshots that I haven't really shot for quite some time. They're just hanging on the wall. It's like I buy them, I'm like, shoot them once, twice, and it's different stages in my slingshot life, because there's some slingshots that you buy, kind of like the affordable ones on Amazon. You buy them and then you're like, hey, this is the best thing on earth, and then you try to go to like a website like Simple Shot or to Omega Slings or to all these other sites where you see great polycarbonate slingshots, and then you're like, hey, I want those, and this is the best thing ever. Every slingshot that you receive in sling mail is going to be the best thing ever. And then after which you want some laminated stuff with cores, and then from 80 millimeter targets and cans, you're starting to go down. You're starting to go down like baby aspirins. Yeah, that was pretty much. And then you're going to try to find out, hey, how do I shoot a PFS? How do I shoot long draw? And all that stuff. Anyway, this is one of those slingshots on my slingshot journey. I got to assemble it first. So, here it is. No, that's not how you shoot it. It's from Pocket Predator. And this slingshot, ever since, before the hammer of Nathan Masters and Simple Shot came along, this was the hammer of its time. And this was, of course, Pocket Predator, done by Bill Hayes. And it shoots both TTF, which I'm going to be shooting now, and over the top. So you can just reverse this. So this is the head. So just like any ordinary hammer slingshot. Now the story behind this is that when I was reading through the comments in the forums of the hammer, let me tell you about that later. So it goes in here. Boop. Goes in here, and then there's this locking mechanism that goes into that little slot right there, and it just pushes through. Oh, there. So it locks it. So not going anywhere. Very stable. Now, this hammer, or this, what's it called? No, it's not called a hammer. It's called a SERE, S-E-R-E. And you can check, I think it still exists on the Pocket Predator website. It's a SERE, and it is hammer style, very, very wide. I think it is 110 compared to your ordinary. Well, this is an 86. No, an 84. Right there. See how much of a difference that is? This one, the SERE, which means, let's see if I got this correctly. Survival, evade, something, and escape. Survive, there you go. Because this was developed, so the Air Force got in touch with Mr. Bill Hayes, and they wanted something that they could give to their men, their men, like if in the event of, they get stuck in enemy territory, they could have something that they could assemble and use as a survival tool, which was a slingshot. So this one, again, also went through many iterations, the original being carved out of aluminum, and it even had a screw over here, and you could just easily pack it, fold it up, or dismantle it and put it in your pack. Right, this was when, this was during the time when we didn't have those fancy latex just like this, like they had TheraBand or whatever they could use to survive. Now, these come with very interesting clips. These are made out of titanium. And here's the bolt, and here is the, I don't know what this is called. I knew what that was called, something. So you could reverse these, and then you could put the plates here for OTT. So this is the SERE by Mr. Bill Hayes, and from his stories, or from his comments from the website, from the forums, he felt really bad because it was something that he developed and that he put a whole lot of effort into, but because Bill Hayes, just like any other guy, just like any other. Because he's a very kind guy and he would like the sport to grow, so he just left his designs for everyone to have their own versions of, and but he never got any credit for actually coming up with the hammer style slingshots like these. Okay, and the ones where you could just pop him off. I think I'm talking too much. I think I should take my 10 shots. Sorry about that. I told you, like every slingshot I'm going to present is from a different manufacturer, a different maker, and you get 10 out of it. So now, because I'm shooting short draw, I think I'm going to have to anchor it my lower lip, and the wider my forks become, the lower. See? If I shoot it here, here, no. Okay, I'll try to see what I can do with this. I've never really shot this in a while. Again, when I got it, story. Well, thank you, Chad. Glad you appreciate the stories. And there's always got to be a story behind every slingshot, Thank goodness I didn't get a what do you call this? A fork hit on the SPS. I love that thing. Okay. 10 shots. Here we go. Shot low. How could I even shoot low? Oh. Maybe I was dropping my elbow. Still shooting low. Maybe I should go lower. So I was here, maybe I should go here. Okay, 2-1. I missed twice, and it just grazed it. But it hits, and I'll count it. Okay, that was solid. 2-2. Ooh, 2-3. 2-3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 5. 3, 4. Last one. All right, 6, 4. So that was it. My total out of 30 was 8 plus 2 plus 4. 14? No. Yes. Yes, it was 14. I just got 14 out of 30. Not even 50%. But it was pretty cool. Okay, so those are my slingshots. Again, the first one that I shot was the SPS by Performance Catapults with an 85 millimeter fork width. My homemade Descender 8 slingshot, 2 hits, and this one off of Amazon, and 3 stars in a sling. I gotta work on this. And this one was the SERE, my only hammer slingshot. No, well, I've got the simple shot hammer. This one is the SERE, S-E-R-E, Survival, Escape, Reconnaissance. No, Survival, Evade, Escape. What the hell? Escape. Ah, God. No, Evade and then Escape. Okay. So there you go. And this is my regular shooter. I swear, like every day I keep bringing this. Now I want to go back. I want to see, after shooting all those 3 different frames, I was actually also going to show you this frame. This is an R10. Yes, it's called an R10. It's designed by a guy, like old school, OG, one of the OG guys. Clever moniker. He designed this R10, and because, you know, he's one of those generous guys who puts his designs out into cyberspace for everyone to enjoy. His name's Clever Moniker, and this one was made from a guy in Ukraine who, when I ordered this, it was at the height of the war. And I asked him to actually make one of these slingshots, and he did so for me in the middle of the war while bombs were flying everywhere. There was even a missile that was located, or a bomb, I think a mile of his house. And the day while we were talking, his university got blown up. It's made out of an aluminum core with micarta, with orange on the front, orange on the back, and then this one, micarta also in the back. And you can actually change micarta because he has screws as pins, and you know, you can put wood or whatnot. And I was supposed to shoot it today, but my bands were ripped. Yeah, got ripped. But yeah, this is a pretty cool slingshot. So this is the R10 by Jenna Ugolnikov from Genchik's workshop. I'll try to go back shooting my regular Stinger, which I really love. I love shooting the short draw and long draw, so it seems to work for me every single time. I can't even shoot my regular slingshot normally now. Nothing. Weird. I can't even... How many was that? That was 4? Holy cow. Can't even shoot it now. There you go. It was 4-1. Raised it, but I'll count it. 4-2. Oops. 4-3. 4-4. 4-4. 5-4. Probably end up with 50% of my regular shots. Anyway, 6-4. 40%. Okay, well everyone, thank you so much for joining me, all 8 of you. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, a swing of different frames and styles. Well, thank you. I think I did better in with the SPS. Mr. Roland, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Chad, I'm glad you appreciate the stories behind the frames. Yeah, each of them has a story to tell. Mikey, I'm not confident about this challenge one bit. Sure, man, you just take any frame. Just take any frame, just shoot the first 2, miss it, and then drain it. Chad says 1 millimeter to 5 millimeters, it doesn't sound like much, but take a 90 to the 85, for example, and hold them downrange, side by side on the target. Yeah, the gap is really huge. So, yeah. Well, that's the great thing about slingshots. I mean, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg just to, to try to find what width is good for you. Yeah, I wish they made more of those retractable widths. Perfect example is the Action X. I love that slingshot. The thing is, okay, my only gripe about the Action X, I love it how you can actually widen it to 100 down to like 85 for the width, and that would save you a whole lot of money, like 120 bucks for that slingshot, and then you could adjust it and you could adjust the hold, etc. But the tops are too high, so it puts a whole lot of torque on your wrist, and it hurts after a while. If they had just made it, just like a little bit shorter, then that would have been perfect. Oh, I brought quite a number of slingshots here too. This one is a 95, and dude, I'm sorry, but I love this frame. But after shooting an 85 for the longest time, and with a 10 millimeter difference, see the gap on that one? That's a Stinger as compared to what do you call this? An Evo by Wayne Martin and Caddyshack. Now this for me has got to be the perfect slingshot. I have the 85 version. I love shooting that thing. And this one actually I think is an heirloom. I would consider it an heirloom because it's made out of stainless steel. It's you can shoot it straight wrist because of the what do you call this? The tips that are slanted. It's got a goblet style. It doesn't have a lanyard hole, so I did the very same thing I did to my spinner. Just welded 2 paracords together, so at least it just flops around and your middle finger just fits inside, kind of like a ring. It doesn't really lock on the slingshot, but at least it keeps it from flying to your face. Let's see how I do with a 95. I'm really interested. I just got a few more. And I know this is not what it's intended for, but I put long butterfly bands on an Evo. Now Wayne Martin shoots it like, if you see pictures of Wayne Martin, he's like this. Right. Okay, but those are powerful 0.8 bands, man. And I fear that if I shoot with those heavy bands as compared to butterfly, then I would definitely get a whole lot of 4 kits. Now, I was in this conversation with Tennessee Slangin', and he said, everyone I know with an Evo has 4 kits. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I don't get a 4 kit on this one, but you know, it's a Slingshot. And that's what it's meant for. It's not meant to stay on the wall. So I haven't... Oh yeah, I'm doing this OTT bands. Let's see how I do with this one. 95. 40 mil spinner. This doesn't count as different frames. Ooh! That was pretty stretchy. Dang. Maybe I should point it. Point my tips more. There. Ooh. Almost like a squirrel's head. Just right above it. 3. That was 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. That was 3-1. I'm running out. 3-1. 3-2. Is that all the ammo I have? I think I'm running out. 3-3. There. 3-4. Out of 7 shots. Okay, well anyway, thank you all for joining me. Mikey says, you got me knocking on my wood Evo. It's custom, no 4 kits. Mikey, I suggest you use your Evo. Yeah, use the Evo as one of your frames. Hey D, what's up, Mr. Double D's Slings? Donna's here to join us, thank you. Again, thank you, Kevin. Really enjoy your channel, man. I really like your content. I didn't know you. I'm sorry if it was just recently that I subscribed to your channel. Chad. Yes, I think I should subscribe to your channel too, Chad. I'm sorry if I haven't. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you everyone for hitting the like button. Thank you, Kevin. Good night. Wait, what time is it? Take care, Roland. Oh, thank you. Go to sleep. Oh yeah, it's already it's already nighttime in the UK. All right, good night, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great evening. I really appreciate for all of you guys being here. All right, have a good one, guys. And thank you, Mikey. I'll catch you in the chat. So this has been 3 Stars in Sling. It's been almost 45 minutes, but thank you so much for giving me your valuable time and joining me and watching me miss. I'll see you. Bye-bye. God bless all of you.